Hey guys! Yesterday's football day was absolutely crazy, so we're eager to tell you everything that happened. Be sure to like this video and tell us in the comments which transfer you're looking forward to the most in the final days of the transfer window. Chelsea have announced the transfer of Lyon right back Malo Gusto for 30 plus 5 million euros. He will finish the season in France and join Chelsea in the summer. Charles de Ketelaere, who joined Milan in the summer, started the Serie A game for the first time in 120 days, since October 1st. Leicester have loaned Brazil winger Tete until July. He spent the first half of the season in Lyon, and the rights to Tete belong to Shakhtar. Real have offered Marco Asensio a new contract. Negotiations continue. Henrik Larsson's son, Jordan, has moved from Schalke to Copenhagen on loan. Tottenham have agreed personal terms with Bayer defender Piero Hincapié. The Londoners plan to reach an agreement with Leverkusen before the transfer window closes. PSV are one step away from signing Borussia Dortmund winger Thorgan Hazard. Inter want to sign Manchester United centre-back Victor Lindelof as a replacement for Milan Skriniar, who will join PSG in the summer, but the Mancunians don't want to let him go. AC Milan have conceded at least 4 goals in 2 consecutive Serie A matches for the first time in their history. AC Milan defender Davide Calabria has made his 200th appearance for his hometown club. Carlo Ancelotti isn't satisfied with Real Madrid's squad depth, while Barcelona are buying new players even in crisis. He demands a lot of transfers from the club in the summer. Morocco national team midfielder Azzedine Ounahi has officially switched from Angers to Marseille for 8 million euros. The contract is until the summer of 2027. Jurgen Klopp announces Liverpool will not sign any other player in January. Nothing will happen in this transfer window. Not at all. It's all good with this squad. Newcastle have announced the signing of winger Anthony Gordon from Everton for 40 plus 5 million pounds. Karim Adeyemi, who joined Borussia in the summer, scored his first goal in the Bundesliga. Athletic Bilbao forward Iñaki Williams missed a La Liga match with an injury for the first time since April 7, 2016. He appeared in 251 consecutive games. Real Madrid have rejected numerous offers from Premier League clubs for the loan of Eduardo Camavinga. Wilfried Zaha will miss about 6 weeks with a hamstring injury. Barcelona defender Hector Bellerin is one step away from a move to Sporting Lisbon. He will replace Pedro Porro. Sevilla have agreed a loan deal for Marseille central midfielder Pape Gouillet. Nottingham Forest are in talks with Atlético over Brazilian centre-back Felipe. Manchester United have 10 loan offers for Anthony Elanga. Borussia Dortmund and PSV remain the front-runners. Monza are only the second historical side to win both their first 2 games against Juventus in Serie A, after Inter in 1930. Marco Reus has played for Borussia Dortmund for the first time since November 5th. The match against Bayer was his 350th in the Bundesliga. Nottingham Forest are close to signing Newcastle attacking midfielder Jonjo Shelvey. The agent of Eintracht star Randall Colomwani doesn't rule out that his client would eventually become a Bayern player. We need points to ensure our safety, such is the reality. Otherwise, it'll be very bad, Massimiliano Allegri said. For the first time this season, Paul Pogba appeared in the Juventus game squad. The last time he was part of Juve's squad was 6 years and 8 months ago. French winger Florian Thauvin will sign a contract with Udinese as a free agent. He played for the Mexican side Tigers from the summer of 2021. Bayern are close to signing Marcus Thuram, whose contract expires this summer. Anderlecht will sign Nottingham Forest left-back Harry Tafala on loan. Medicals have shown that Ousmane Dembele will be out for 6 weeks with a thigh injury. Swedish AIK's 19-year-old central midfielder Yassine Ayeri has arrived in England to undergo a medical before his move to Brighton. Roberto Firmino will extend his contract with Liverpool until the summer of 2025, with an option to extend for 1 season. Ronaldo didn't get to say goodbye to the Man United players, so he invited Bruno, Maguire, Casemiro, and Varane to his farewell party. Now let's move on to the results of yesterday's very busy day. And now the main news of the block. It was just a crazy day in Serie A where Sassuolo, who had not won 8 matches in a row, tore apart crisis hit AC Milan away. After the first half, the Nerazzurri were ahead 3-1 and were even winning 5-1 at one point. The absolute hero of the match was Domenico Berardi, who had a hat-trick of assists plus a scored goal. And immediately after that, Juventus lost for the second time this season to the league newcomers Monza, who are now above them in the standings. Patrick Curia scored in the 18th minute and Dani Mata hit the net in the 39th. After the break, the Torrens dominated and created a lot of opportunities, but couldn't shoot past the goalkeeper. In the evening, Napoli and Roma gave an incredible show. In the 17th minute, the Kvaratskhelia Osman link worked again. The Georgian crossed into the box, the Nigerian handled it incredibly and shot below the bar. El Shaarawy equalized in the 75th, but Giovanni Simeone confirmed Napoli's claim to the Scudetto with a superb spin kick late in the game. Liverpool didn't manage to cope with Brighton for the third time this season. This time, club side took the lead thanks to Harvey Elliott's goal, but Lewis Dunk equalized before the break. In the injury time already, the incredible Kaoru Mitoma had his say. He elegantly cleared Joe Gomez and shot past Alisson. PSG continued to be unstable even in Liga 1. Playing with an optimal lineup, the Parisians couldn't score against Rennes in the first half. However, Neymar scored after Bernat's pass immediately after the break. Then, Galtier's team was badly let down by Marco Verratti, who was shown a red card in the 59th minute for an incredibly rough tackle. Everything was heading for a narrow victory for PSG, but in the 6th added minute, Folarin Balogun escaped from Ramos, beat Donnarumma and hit an empty net. Real let Barca go 5 points clear. Madrid couldn't cope with Real Sociedad, although they had an overwhelming advantage. Sociedad goalkeeper Ramiro had an incredible match, while Vinicius made too many mistakes. Ousmane Dembele's injury is Rafinha's last chance to prove himself as a Barcelona key player. He will play from the first minutes during this period and must prove his ability to be effective. If the Brazilian doesn't succeed, Barcelona will put the former Leeds player on the market in the summer. Arsenal, who competed with Barca for Rafinha in the summer of 2022, are very keen to sign him. Inter Milan centre-back Milan Skriniar, whose contract expires in the summer, has confirmed he has agreed to move to PSG. Currently, the only question is whether the transfer will take place in the winter. Yes, it's true. I've signed with PSG. I'm waiting for the clubs to reach an agreement. Joao Felix is very much liked by Barcelona management, who see him as one of the priority options to reinforce the attack. In the summer, the Portuguese will return from his loan at Chelsea, as the Londoners don't have a buy option. It's known that the Catalans have already spoken with his agent Jorge Mendes, who's looking for a way to make the transfer possible. Barcelona have also agreed with Atlético during negotiations for Depay that they would have priority over Felix if other offers came in. The attacking three of Felix-Lewandowski-Dembele next season looks appealing to Xavi. It also means that Messi will most likely not return to Camp Nou. Chelsea have no intention of stopping this winter. The Londoners will devote the last 2 days of the winter transfer window to the move of the 2022 World Cup best young player, ENZO Fernandez. Chelsea are willing to pay 120 million euros, which is the compensation fee in the Argentines' contract. But the problem is that Chelsea can pay this money only in parts, while Benfica demand the whole sum at once. The football player insists on the move to Chelsea, but the Lisbon club president, Rui Costa, doesn't want to let him go. The former Barcelona player is in jail on rape charges. Dani Alves is being held in a facility called Brain Stew and can be released on bail due to concerns of absconding. Meanwhile, the Brazilian is getting used to jail life. He's in a cell with the man he used to know. His name is Coutinho, but it's not the famous ex-footballer from Barcelona, but Ronaldinho's former bodyguard. He helps Dani get settled behind bars. In addition, the Brazilian isn't left without football. Last Thursday, Dani Alves played his first football match with other inmates, Marca reports. For more information on the Dani Alves situation, watch Inside Football. Truly shocking stories.